If you've ever seen MasterChef or Hell's Kitchen, then you know this guy. That's right. Gordon Ramsay has come out with a line of frozen food products. And the one that really freaked me out a little bit was this Wellington Bites, tender beef and mushroom doucelle wrapped in a flaky golden pastry. Now, if you guys know anything about Gordon Ramsay, beef Wellington is one of those really hard to make recipes. And the other thing about Gordon Ramsay is that he's very well known for picking apart TikTok, Instagram people who are making recipes. So I was quite shocked, and this is not the only thing that he's come out with. There were other things. I think there was a shepherd's pie kind of thing, and I believe there was a fish and chips. There was also another appetizer. So I was a little concerned because I know beef Wellington as this. Beef Wellington is a very tender cut of beef tenderloin wrapped in something called mushroom doucelle, which is a sauteed mushroom that's wrapped around there. There's Dijon mustard that's usually put on the beef beforehand. Some people wrap prosciutto around it as well. And then it's all encased in a puff pastry. And it's very difficult to make. As you can see in this example, this is something that chefs are looking for, is they want that consistent color throughout, beef not overdone. And it's very easy to overcook this or undercook it and burn the puff pastry on the outside. So for this to be one of the items that he made, and then if you look back at the box here, you can see that this is clearly not tenderloin mushrooms around it. It is a conglomeration. So the instructions say you can do it in an air fryer, which I didn't do, or you can put it in the oven, which I did. In the oven, it says preheat oven to 450. I did. And spread Wellington bites onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Cook for 25 minutes to an internal temperature of 165 and desired crispness. Remove from oven and let rest for 2 to 3 minutes. Product will be hot. I've let them sit for a little bit longer because I didn't want to burn my mouth on camera. And one of the things I did, though, is about halfway through, I had to flip them because you can see here they were starting to get dark on the bottom at that 450 point. So I flipped them over, and this one probably turned out the worst because you can see it flattened out like a s'more. This one was okay. You can see this one's pretty golden brown on there, and then golden brown on the top here. Okay. So I want to try these because I have nothing but respect for Gordon Ramsay, but at the same time, this isn't really a beef Wellington because there is no beef tenderloin. And I know it just says Wellington in there, but then it says it's got beef in it. So I'm going to cut apart the one that stayed up the highest. And then we'll look at the inside here. So the filling does look pretty juicy. The crust on the bottom is pretty thin. It's okay on the sides, I would say. It's like beef chunks. It smells okay. You get 5 per package, which is basically like a heavy appetizer or a dinner for one person or a heavy appetizer for 2, because they are quite large. I would say they're probably about 2 to 3 inches around, and we'll give it a try. Crust is kind of gummy on the inside. When you bite into it, you get, the crust is crispy in spots, gummy on the inside. The beef is tender. It has a decent flavor. I will give them that. But when I talk about puff pastry, which what I do with the box, I think butter. This dough is margarine, which has palm oil, artificial butter flavor, vitamin A, unbleached wheat flour, malted barley flour, niacin, iron, thiamine, riboflavin, water, eggs, 2% or less of dextrose, salt, malt syrup. And then the meat in the Duxelles is beef, mushrooms, onions, contains 2% or less cornstarch, Dijon mustard, seasonings including salt, brown sugar, spice, paprika, dehydrated onion, dehydrated garlic, regular garlic, vegetable oil, unsalted butter. And then it says egg wash, unbleached wheat flour, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I mean, coming from someone who is a high-end chef, I guess, and I know I've seen others. I know that there's other celebrity chefs that have gone this route. I guess based on his treatment of Instagram and TikTok people, I never thought he would go this route. And I'm not saying that it necessarily tastes bad. The price point is high. I think I paid like $6 or $7 for the 5 of these. I didn't look at the other ones. We can go to the Walmart site really quick here, and I can pull it up so you guys can see. Walmart is where I bought it. So that was the other thing is, for someone who's a high-end chef, and I'm not saying anything about Walmart. I love Walmart. I shop there all the time. But that's the only place I've been able to find them is in Walmart. So we're going to show you guys these. If this is the closest that some people can get to, hang on, not that one. If this is the closest some people can get to trying his food, then more power to you, I guess. Okay. So as you can see here, he's got shepherd's pie. He has a lasagna with the noodles on the outside. I don't know how well that's going to translate. A chicken pot pie, lemon caper chicken, slow roasted beef, mushroom risotto, the Wellington bites, of macaroni and cheese, fried chicken bites, cheese bites. And then, like you said, there's Guy Fieri. He's come up with some, and there's a few other chefs that have come out. I guess it was just something that kind of just took me by surprise. I guess if you had to say it took me by surprise to find Gordon Ramsay of all people. The flavor is okay. This is not a Wellington. A Wellington is traditionally the tenderloin, the mushrooms Duxelles, the Dijon mustard. The flavorings are here. It's not the same as eating an actual beef Wellington. I've had it before. The pastry, as you can see, pretty much falls apart, and I did bake it right at the 450. It kind of collapses on itself. And these weren't even in the full 25 minutes, and this is what happened. And you could say, well, it's your oven. I agree, it could be my oven, but at the same time, these were only in for about 15 minutes at 450, and they got this dark, and that's why I flipped them over. And when I flipped them over, I got the nice golden brown on the top. But they're very flimsy. But the taste is there, so I will give it that. The taste is there. I haven't tried the other ones. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should we try something else? I thought there was a fish and chips. I'd be willing to try one of the entrees as well, like the shepherd's pie, just to see how that is. It looked like it had a biscuit on the top. I don't know if that has to be in an oven. I don't really think you can microwave any of this. So you got to take that into an account too, that there's more steps to it than just being able to do throw it in the microwave and call it a day. I don't think chicken or anything else would turn out well. The macaroni you could possibly do, but as you guys know, nothing turns out like the pictures on the box. You can see these look golden brown and delicious and rounded and everything else. I don't know how they bake them, but mine did not turn out that way. So this is what the box said they should look like. This is what I got. So you guys be the judge. What do you think about Gordon Ramsay of all the chefs going into the frozen food aisle? And let me know if you guys have tried it. And then if you think I should try one of the other entrees, let me know below. All right, everybody. Have a great night.